you were looking at.
I was wondering when I had acquired a sniper rifle, and now I realize it was my ricochet shot.
So you aim it specifically at walls, right behind your opponents, and they're like, you missed, and then you shoot them in the back with ricochet. And then it leads into jump attacks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Not yet.
No, it doesn't.
If you hit them with a ricochet shot, most
You
of the
want to
time
know how
they'll
long
fly
it
and you
took
can
to
connect
put
them
on?
all.
I wanted like a better description of what it was, because when I originally pictured
That's
it,
not
it was
jump
more
attacks.
force field-ish
No,
than
no,
like
no.
Kevlar vest-ish.
Well,
That's what I meant.
It sounds really Kevlar vest-ish.
The way it's described as like concealed armor, I pictured it as more like a thing you wear on your arm and it just like projects armor onto your body.
Alright, Alyssa, you wanted to look at Puppy's stats and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay,
I love somersaults, by the way, because they're like,
Yeah,
oh, you're
awesome.
just bravery attacking me, and I'm like, no,
Okay.
I'm not.
Bugger.
Mike, I'm sorry. It will probably take a while.
I
to
use an
get to
HP attack.
Huh?
It's
It'll
already
probably
doing.
take a while to get to what you were trying to look at.
It's not a big deal.
Well,
I don't even know
trying
what
to
you're
look
trying to
at-
look at.
I'm just glancing over gear.
Oh.
Well, if he's just glancing, you can do his,
Yeah.
because mine will
No,
take
it'll take a while for me to glance.
Oh, you're like Ray.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to go get some soda?
Mike,
I have a full
don't
glass
you have a laptop?
at my apartment
So why don't you go get it, so we can do two at once.
It is my
because the battery is shot on it.
So bring a power cord.
Because it's hooked up to a portable hard drive and it's all wired up into those TV trays. I turned my laptop into a desktop.
I have my
Attributes,
computer.
control responsibility. Is that a 3 or a 1? I don't think it's a 3, but it
She
should
fired her particle beam. I fired my Ragnarok Buster beam.
Ability
They
plus-
bounced off each other.
I believe that's supposed to be a 1.
It's
Who
very
was the
funky
winner
looking.
in the end?
Yes, it is.
Neither. It was like, ooh, and then we were both like, ooh, your beam hit my beam, and we were both dazed for a second.
Yeah.
I guess.
Alright.
Is that 1?
I didn't know that worked like that with beam
So are you
weapons.
fighting actual cloud of darkness?
No.
Oh.
Why? Do you really want me to fight actual Cloud of Darkness?
No
Because so far,
interactions.
Cloud of Darkness has been the person that I like have the most trouble with.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm just asking.
11,
Because-
2,
I'm
8.
curious.
8. My sensors are kind of badass. Sensory
What sensors
system.
do you get? You get broadband audio, long range, night vision, radar, IFF, scan.
Do you want me to come over and help with this?
Thermal, and
I
X-ray.
can't write that fast.
I realize you were writing it, I was just reading.
Oh, okay. I was just like, please tell me you're not, expect me to write that fast. I mean, I can write that, not that fast.
Diva, beat up Sephiroth. This is a totally fair fight.
Radar/IFF, yeah.
You know what really disturbed me?
Scan.
Tifa's boobs in the final
Sonar.
cutscene of Final Fantasy VII.
Arlene plus
Because
2.
they were really scary. They looked like
Then thermal
plastic
and X-ray.
bags filled with water, and everybody else was like, and then Tifa leans over, her boobs go like,
I'm not
and
like
like
a
spin, and
full
you're like,
list.
I think you have every sensor there is in the book.
I
That's perfect,
honestly.
because my sensors
Actually, I
are
don't
super
think I've been in the final
awesome.
cutscene for Final
This
Fantasy
is
VII.
great. Life support system, ECM. That is.
Who was it that said
Your
when
nanos.
we were walking up
Oh, okay.
that if you knew how to make a character, it doesn't take all that long?
Here is your.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
That
That
still
was
hurts.
me. I don't think it takes
Oh,
all
so
that
you're in
long.
my
It's
chair,
pretty
I'm in his
slow.
chair, now he's in the other chair.
he's in my chair. Do I need to write down the other thing, or just the 60 miles per hour?
The other thing, because it's split up into turns.
You have an airspeed of 180 miles per hour. Can you actually fly?
I think that's.
Does she have AirPods?
Okay then.
She can fly.
Meow.
I can fly.
Can you?
I have AirPods and grapplers.
Well, that'd be
How
cool.
fast can you fly?
Oh, yards
Not
per
60,
turn.
I
Okay,
think.
okay, I
Yep,
understand.
yards
that.
per turn, full speed, cautious speed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Actually, I'm pretty sure my AirPods are for jumping only, so I can use them for like
So you have
falling.
jump jet AirPods.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, there I have enhanced APOD speed.
I'm like the mech worker
Sextuple.
That's why I'm so fast.
because you're
Yeah,
puppy.
double enhanced land speed, and then sextuple enhanced APOD speed.
Now, is that already counted into it, or is that on top of what those numbers are?
That's already counted into it.
Damn.
Just wanted to make sure.
Is that an acceleration code C?
Yes.
C and then
Weapon systems, mandibles with acid drip, plasma cannon,
And
and a fog machine!
Dance party! Number 5.
So fog and then illusions. That'll be fun.
Dance party.
Somebody has been writing letters entirely too hard onto paper.
Well, it's soft wood.
I see the word die and dig here.
It's soft wood. It doesn't take much to convince it to leave a mark. Do I need to write
You see
down
her
the names?
sensors?
I have all of them.
All of the senses. All of them.
Not even kidding. My list is full.
Audio, long range, night vision, radar, IFF
I have
scans, sonar,
grapplers.
targeting, thermal, and X-ray.
I guess I need to write these down.
Nick,
That's
I got a
so
question.
frustrating.
Yeah?
Later
So
on,
you might actually be able to detect the
can I
whole
upgrade my
name.
mecha
Da,
systems?
da, da.
Yeah.
Yeah? You have no problem with this?
Well, yeah, especially
No.
because I don't
Okay.
need to like really. See
It'll probably be a bit
everything.
like in-game, like a couple
Well,
of
that
minutes
doesn't
before
affect my illusions.
actually able to do so.
I think you have to
Probably more than a couple
scan
of
it.
minutes.
I understand.
I know.
It's
I'm just, double checking with that because my mecha systems are kind of like shitty.
I don't remember. I think
2 times 6.
I think my illusions are like use stealth and then make it harder.
Okay. Structure. No, okay.
You have an integrity of 15 and armor of 2-3. Damage control systems 1 a turn. It's 2. It's like 2 trauma, 3 piercing.
It was worth it, Nick. It was worth
1 a
it.
turn. Total recovery 2 a turn.
That's not very much
Actions.
recovery. No,
I
that's
love my
like
computer.
1 point.
health.
Okay.
Your robot health.
Weapon systems.
I recover, I believe it's 3 a turn as a taker and 1 a turn as a human.
Mandibles.
What, HP?
I believe. I don't remember exactly what it recovers, but health of some sort.
Yeah, I have a combination.
Acid. Oh, we'll put that in special.
Bite.
Acid crit.
I didn't buy anything that gave me, in-game bonuses.
Fog projector.
People just like me more.
I'm wary, so.
I remember Effie had that famous incident that they were like, oh god, you were that person who climbed up on that giant
how do I
robot
do
and
this
fixed it
stuff?
during the battle because you were goddamn insane.
I believe it's
Yeah.
farther.
She was like,
I was going to give you another famous incident for beating the crap out of that mechanic.
There's all these support systems. The ECM is
Cannon
a
now.
counter
Cannon.
Jam enemies, communications, and sensors.
Oh, okay.
Mech weapons. You write down the
Plasma
three.
cannon.
Plasma cannon.
Size is. Doesn't say, but okay.
It's a medium down there.
Oh,
It
okay.
says medium.
Oh yeah,
rounds
Nick,
infinite.
I figured out
Seriously?
Yeah.
party battles
As long
can
as
be
it's embedded, it's
terrible in
infinite.
tournament mode.
Alright.
Because what happened was I was
You
like
guys are looking
Yuna,
at guns right now?
and
Mech
it was
guns,
like
yeah.
level
Okay.
50 something, and then I had Jet. It was level like 7.
Damage.
Plus 2.
And I went through tournament mode.
God
And I
damn.
got to Sephiroth and
I want
Sephiroth like
third
killed
game.
me, but he had like 500 HP left.
What's the
The battle started up and it's like, alright. So now Jet level 7 versus Sephiroth level 61. And I was like,
100.
HP attacks, and then I beat Sephiroth.
ammo with
Because
it.
he had 500
Yeah,
HP left. And I was like,
Turkey
oh,
has
Jet.
infinite ammo.
Only if it's embedded.
Okay.
If you get down to that
fog
handheld stuff, it
projector and
tells you
mandibles.
ammo for it.
But it says it doesn't have like a star or anything next to it.
Mandibles. No, they were up there.
Yes, they were up there.
Versus handheld. Weapons that normally have infinite ammo
There was
run
a
B
hill,
cells,
but
losing
then I
their
kicked it
infinite
through.
capacity. Each clip holds 20 rounds.
Okay, so I have to figure out if my weapons are counted as embedded or if they're counted as handheld.
Right.
Just another question.
Okay, what pass
Down.
math is
There
the
we go. Mandibles or teeth. Damage.
1 plus 2 plus 3.
2.
And it said with acid. What does that do?
Acid
You gotta
is
scroll
down
down.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acid drip.
Range 1, 5, 15. I can spit it.
Also, just damage of another 1, 2, 3.
Shot.
For acid drip, it's X.
1 per however many I feel like it.
Acid spray uses range character characteristics and massive drip is attached to a close quarters weapon, increasing its damage, added together.
As if one attack releases this full hit drains around from the acid drip system.
I guess it'll tell you, and I guess for acid drip you don't actually have range on it. It's just whenever you bite somebody, it drips acid into them.
Okay. We'll ignore that. Well, I guess I can spit it.
No.
Maybe.
Then it would be acid spray.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess the shots will be listed down there somewhere. I don't know. Either that or it's just
And
one.
do I need to keep track of rounds? Or how many do I say? Because I can't shoot it. Just
Well,
whenever
it
I bite
takes-
someone.
It takes 1 round every time you hit with the acid drip. So basically every time you bite, it drains around.
Yeah, like, so how many rounds do I have?
10, 15, 20. I mean, it depends on how much damage you're doing.
You know, I'm just going to start imagining
Off of that.
the charge beam as like a hell gun.
Alright, and projector.
10 radius.
He's fogging.
Damage is obscuring.
Hmm?
1 shot,
Fogging?
infinite ammo.
She's fogging.
She's fogging.
You
Kids
fogging?
in there fogging.
Hearing. Shots 1.
Ammo infinite.
I would like
And
that.
if you spend 2 turns projecting fog in the same area, sight becomes completely obscured.
2 round. Complete. Obscurity. And I think.
Stage. Because
Hey,
tower.
it's integrity of mind. I have the same amount of integrity as my angle.
Except your angle uses integrity scale damage and use vitality scale damage.
Yeah, but still.
Isn't it 10 to 1?
50 to 1 actually.
Oh.
So,
Then you got everything you need off here then?
I think so. I still just put 15 per level, or do I have to multiply
What
it by
else did you need
50?
for it?
Oh, I needed my mech.
Which was the...
Mark 10 Crusader. No, Mark 10 Centurion.
So Nick,
Centurion?
Yeah.
Crusader?
integrity I just
I
write
don't remember, it's
15,
one of the very few that's not
or
sword
do I
class.
have to multiply
It's
it
very
by 50?
top.
It's
Centurion.
50.
Centurion.
It is 15, okay.
Did I get, yeah, I did get it right. Okay, bitchin'.
No.
No.
10A?
Uh,
Is that what you just said? Or did you say
yeah, I want to pick up the 10A charge beam.
charge
Hellgun.
beam and I'll take the blade?
But is it,
Oh crap,
Is it-
size class.
They don't tell you, but I assume everything listed here is integrated.
size class?
Yeah,
It's the
I forgot
magic
my
tech
size
facility
class.
from the
Yeah, I
first
think
game.
you're medium.
Oh, they call it Kefka's Tower now. Which is kind of silly because Kefka
Medium,
Tower is
28
not
feet.
so
I'm sorry.
Nick,
I can accept it. Yeah?
with my mecha, do I use handheld or do I use,
Interchangeable shoulder mounts, wrist mounts, backpack models.
So,
it could be...
I don't think it is integrated. I don't think it is handheld. I think it is
I
integrated.
think it's
I
like
want
in
my
your shoulders,
seat
your
back.
wrists, and your backpack.
Yeah.
So I
So,
can
No.
equip
You can
missiles.
get handheld weapons and hold them in your
What
hand.
about that thing I
Huh?
forgot?
You can obviously get handheld mech weapons and hold them in your hand.
Hand.
I don't believe you.
I have one.
Look over your
The
character.
other's gun.
again.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember your
so you have a charge beam and then I guess a blade coming from the top of your other hand for
well,
your wrist.
I guess I can draw a
What's your,
sword from somewhere.
I assume you just have
Shut
it
up.
sprouting out from your wrist.
Yeah.
If you look at
Oh,
some of
good
the other
lord.
wrists, that's what they do.
That is so awesome.
Like right there, it just sprouts from the wrist.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but it's quite obviously not sprouting.
All the
from the wrist.
ice
Well,
ones
show the
up
sword
till
mount.
now
It
have been
says
terrible
interchangeable wrist
for
mounts.
Tifa. I'd be like, oh, I shot a little bit.
I don't know.
But
I guess
Blizzard
it
got
could just come out.
I shoot ice and it's like,
Is it
oh,
retractable?
you missed, and then ice forms above it, drops down, and it's like,
Okay, concept.
vortex,
Mech
and my PSP
name,
just turned
terror.
off. It was terrible.
Mech type. Mark 10.
I'm quite sad. See, the PSP got put down a little bit too hard,
And the type is
and because
there.
there's no back.
I don't think so.
It says right there.
I don't think so.
Tight tactical power armor.
And it makes me sad. I was doing pretty good.
Size class tiny. 10 foot.
Mm.
I was winning.
So that's
It's as
2
big as
sizes smaller than me?
I wonder.
I haven't come up with a Coliseum for right now, so
I might
like
win level 2, which would suck because I got the somersault move.
Nick, how old should we be?
Probably not, 16.
I wasn't going to
17.
16. 17? You got like a grizzled old guy sort of feel to ya.
I believe
That's right,
average
I'm
is somewhere
20.
from like 20 to 50. I only say this because one of the books has like an old age attribute where you can be like age 60 to get more intelligence and weaker body.
I'd say that you guys are probably somewhere in the 20s region. If somebody wants to be young, they can be.
Yeah,
30.
I'm thinking like 26.
I was thinking 19 to 20, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
We'll go with 19.
Our armor says
So Nick, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
Since like Tigers regenerate, from their symbiont, do they scar? Or would the scar
If
just
they got a really awesome wound. Like if you got like your chest split open and survived and healed up, you'd have like a big old scar here, but not like a scar here.
Oh yeah. I was just curious, so like, do they even scar if something happens, or does the symbiote just like heal that away?
So overall, my agility is 9 when piloting my mecha. Yes? Okay. Just want to make sure I had all that right. Sensors, perception,
0.
but my perception is
So Melissa's done. And
4.
Who's done? Are you done?
I need to glance at gear real quick. But
I'm sorry. I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
take me
I'm
too
sorry.
long.
Multitasking.
How long for Frey?
He's just got to do his mech, I think.
his mech, I think his gear.
I have
I
2.
thought he did his gear.
I basically did my gear. I just jotted down bullshit on it. But I still need to do my mech's gear.
His next gear's gonna take a while.
These people and they're giant robots.
Look,
Hey, mine
Characters
was
are quick
simple.
if you don't have giant robots in a giant robot campaign.
Yes, you die.
I'm not gonna
reflex.
die.
My reflex is 7.
And
No, that
in a
means my
giant robot
reflex is
campaign,
6.
if I die, I'm not gonna make a giant
What is all
robot.
this
I'm
rating
gonna make
damage bonus?
A fighter pilot.
Rating damage bonus equals.
And he will have a plane.
Oh, goodness.
And he will be like, pew pew
It's
pew.
lighter than frame.
Your frame. You don't
Like-
there it is.
like, I
Frame,
have to
strength
ask,
1, minus
Why
1
you
damage.
brought pens?
There's pens, and there's mechanical pencils.
Why you even bothered with pens?
Okay.
I write in pen a lot. You got,
So-
notice I have a notebook. Notice my character sheet is in pen.
Frey will use that.
So that means
When
the
he-
damage bonus for anybody who's attacking me is -1, right? Because my mech is frame rating is 1.
Sounds about right.
And my
Okay, wait, what does that mean for mine, which was 5? I didn't see anything like that. It's just angles are like we don't take any damage. Or,
so what do I put down for the over here?
yeah,
What'd you say about 5?
its frame was ranked 5.
I guess -1.
I'm just guessing it's
Whatever your
because it's big,
strength damage modifier is.
because it's
No,
like
don't
2
you
sizes
have
bigger
one
than his,
as a
and I'm
hero?
guessing it's not as armored.
Leave it blank for now and
Blank.
But
when it
it's
comes
got
up, we'll
like
get to
minus
it.
1
Okay,
damage
support
from his. I
systems.
didn't see that for mine. I
Support,
don't
you
think.
have
Ejector, life support, and
And I'd
Manipulate
hate to
arms.
tell them to go back up and check right now.
You guys should check what frame rating does, because Melissa has a frame rating of 5, and I don't really know what frame rating does, because
I
I
know
looked at
it
like
adds
every part of the
into-
book except the giant robots part, because I was like, only one person has a giant robot, and I forgot Frey did.
Oh, his is kinda
Can I
giant.
click away for a minute?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sensors, stealth.
What is a mecha?
Support systems. Movement. APODs give the mech anti-gravity flight capabilities.
Oh, so I do fly, okay.
They cannot be put on tiny mechs.
Remaining.
Mech weapons.
I was just wondering because his did like minus 1 damage.
Amphibious mecha, angle rules.
Rules. Blah, 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 blah.
This is what happens if the pilot gets knocked out.
That's
Those
what's
are-
happening.
Structure, mech's integrity, armor, DCS, and angle regeneration.
Where's Frey?
I will
It's a
be back.
characteristic. I was just trying to figure out if I missed something because his negates damage, so I'm trying to figure out if mine does or doesn't.
I don't think he was looking at frame. I think he was looking at. No, he was looking at frame. What am I thinking you weren't looking at then?
So he was looking at the frame because it was like plus 1 or something.
Look for F.
That's what I'm looking for. Try not to lose that place, but.
Frame more? No.
character creation area.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Well, what is it listed as? It just says frame.
Yeah, check out combat.
Mecha combat.
128. Go there.
Whoops.
Why you do that? Fuck you.
28 divided by 5 is 128. Okay, so mecha
Integrity scale.
That's the 50 to 1
Yeah.
stuff. Except for hybrid
Combat
weapons.
turn.
Declare number of actions. The multitask system of a mecha increases that maximum to 4 if you happen to have a multitasking system.
Mecha size gives modifiers for attacks.
If you're attacking like a smaller mecha, it's harder to hit them.
So it's hard for me to hit you.
Damage control systems and regeneration. Special situations. Charge attacks.
Damage levels.
Similar to wound levels, but applied to integrity scale things.
At this point, I'd probably like Control F.
There is no control after this. This has been taken as a picture of each page instead of as a.
I have the good one.
Well, then look up the good one.
Acceleration. Okay, acceleration code C. It takes you 2 turns to accelerate and 2 turns to decelerate from full speed.
Oh, okay, that's what it means. Good to know. I wondered.
Lifting, piloting, terrain, movement, throwing,
Parrying.
keys, regeneration, fear effects,
Fear, insanity.
losing your mind. I think we're out of mech stuff now.
No, it's still the angle stuff.
My bad.
Playing insane characters.
Okay, I think we're out of it now.
Yeah.
Nick's got a copy that you can actually control F on, so I just want to plug that up.
Is that the one I sent you, Nick?
Don't remember.
Okay.
Guys, I promise I used to have a good copy of it. But
I
then-
mean, it might say on the Autophon, because it says on his. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something, or if it was like just, I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know what it does now.
Yeah, it just says
Yeah, yours-
frame 5.
Frame strength 5.
Well, yours is frame strength 1,
Minus
minus
1.
1 damage, so. Trying to figure out if that's just a mech thing, or.
It's down.
Yeah.
Frame strength 1 minus 1 damage.
Is that saying you do less damage, or you take less damage?
Take less?
I would presume so.
I don't know why I would take more damage.
No, do less damage. Like, because you're small, you do one less, I don't know. I think that's silly, but.
I don't think so.
I'm just running a fan.
Computer, storage.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
Storage.
it's something we need to know.
Recovered, part 2. Scroll down to the R's and look in really nerdy RPGs. Think through.
There we go. Now control F.
Yes, Nick, this is the one that I sent you.
Okay, good.
But I think I have an even better version of this on my computer.
How framework. Alright, you're just gonna tell me framework stuff, aren't you?
It's going to tell you that quite a bit.
So we've got framework and framework.
Yeah.
That's so confusing.
Scroll past this business.
Roll damage.
The next frame, strength.
To determine damage, use the same process as the one used in basic combat. Add up a number of dice determined by amount you beat your target's defense roll, the weapon, and the mech's frame, if in close combat.
So your frame is your mech strength. You're real strong because you're like, whoa, and you're real tiny, so you're like,
So I have 1 strength, but what's the minus 1 damage part about?
I presume that means you do minus 1 damage in close combat because you're tiny.
Okay.
Not that you're going to be using much close combat. But
That's confusing, but I guess makes sense. It's just frame you would think means
you can lift 2
defense.
tons for every point of frame.
And a tiny
Dude, I
mech
can
can
lift like
jump
10
2 yards
tons.
across or 1 yard vertical.
That's nice to know. 2 yards across, 1 yard vertical.
If for some reason a strength contest needs to be made against a vitality scale opponent, like if you try to arm wrestle a mech,
Which I could do as a Tager.
calculate the strength feat dice from frame as normal, but multiply the rating by 20. I'm not sure you could, man.
I could try, is what I mean.
You might lose something.
I could arm wrestle his
One way or
power
another.
armor.
You could maybe arm wrestle his, yeah, but I don't even know how you manage with mine. Tentacle?
Tentacle way.
Okay, so. Oh my.
Is this
We got one.
Okay.
Want to read
Yeah,
comics?
scroll. Oh, there's one.
What sort of comics?
Look at that.
Why? Ghastly comics.
Okay, now, Ghastly
I'm
comic.
shocked.
This man is 4 anti.
So you're on sensors,
Yes.
broadband audio,
The shittiest type.
and night vision.
Which means I'm not left behind by you Nizadi bastards.
Only while you're in your mech. Get out of your mech and you're just like, I'm blind.
I can fly.
Goddamn Nizadi, be my eyes.
Okay, I can be people's eyes. I'm good at that.
Seeing eye puppy, go.
Okay. I can see everything. Perfect.
Radar/IFF.
Where do I even have all of these?
What,
Is-
sensors?
I mean, do all
They all act
animals
differently.
just have
And
all?
targeting +1.
You know, I chose mine because of the way it looked. I didn't look at anything else. I was just like, that one looks the coolest.
You realize yours is slightly savage and likes to play with its prey.
That also made me think of a puppy, and it looks somewhat like a bipedal dog. Hence why she calls it
Okay,
puppy.
so now movement.
I got a
ground speed
bit of
30.
Yeah, so I
advice
looked
from
at
a
what they
male.
looked like and then kind of what they acted like. And
Story
the
mode is a
savage
Google
play
Drive.
with
It helps
his
you out as a
face.
summon stone.
18 yards.
But it helps you out different depending on who's in charge. Like the
Okay.
Moogle loving Terra.
Air water speed.
You have no
Don't have it.
Yep.
Acceleration code.
B. So it
Is
takes
there
you 2
not
turns
some
to
way to
accelerate
put it
and
down
1 to
in here?
decelerate.
Is there some way to cool it down in here, or are we just
Yeah.
messing
No.
around on that one?
You
Jumping
turned
distance,
off the
double,
stage
4/2.
lights, which are, the hottest lights.
It is hotter than it was last time, it seems.
Yeah, which is weird. There we go. That's
You're
better.
airdroppable.
Airdrop.
Are you turning all the lights off? Except yours.
I should go.
Yeah, grapplers.
Hold on.
No, then
Airdrop.
people can see in, and then the sun gets in, and then it gets hot.
We have blinds.
Too dark?
Grapplers. No, it's good.
Cool.
Alright.
And jump pods.
If we're doing more stuff later, when we have to look at a lot of paperwork, then I turn
And
the lights
jump
back
pods.
up.
Or when it
Because I
gets
know
dark.
some people aren't good at this. All around.
Okay.
Onto your structure.
Right here.
Integrity of 5.
Okay.
Armor of 1
Oh, yeah, I'll let you have your
/ 1.
seat back once. You know,
Yeah, well, I know you
Damage
like the
control
cushy
systems,
chair, so
one time.
I was kind of pretty sure I was going to
One.
get that eventually.
Per turn. What does that mean?
I remember seeing damage control systems, but I don't remember.
Doesn't that is that my regeneration?
Control systems?
Damage control systems. I think that might be lower actually. Let's go up.
You mean support systems?
I need to look at those down there anyways, though.
Alright, I've got grapplers. Whoa.
You already passed it.
Yeah, what?
Wait, so I can
Uh,
climb things?
From the top, I'm sorry.
Can I like
Okay.
grapple gun my way to the top of the
yeah.
building?
Broadband, here
The
it is.
building
No,
is
no,
a
no.
support
Keep
me?
going up.
Probably not most
Jump
children.
stats.
Yeah.
Broadband, hearing range.
Okay.
I can be impressive though, grapple my way to the top of a building,
Do you
jump
want
on
to
it,
write down
and then
the
it cracks.
stats for your sensors while we're on here?
Sure.
Hearing, passive.
Broadband audio is hearing range.
Right. Hearing.
It's passive, 360 degrees for mode. And the SF code is M,
SF code?
the error code. If something goes wrong with it, it tells you M. What's your next thing?
Long range.
Long range doubles all sensor ranges, so.
So Nick, how big is your memory card?
2 gigs.
Did you decide to download the game to your memory card?
SF code,
No.
I'm assuming.
Nope, no.
Because
range,
what I heard
no
about
mode,
this
no
game
SF code, just
is that it
make
doesn't
better.
make much of
You have a
a
loudspeaker?
difference at all.
I have night vision. Oh,
It,
I
like,
don't have
helps when you're going
loudspeaker.
into
I
your
don't
vision.
have
Then
everything.
it's okay, that
sight
sounds
range,
okay, but
and
no.
it's active targeted. It's an S.
I'm gonna download Peace Walker,
Because I remember that actually helped.
Yeah, it does.
Got
and
it?
it gives you bonus stuff.
Sight active triggered. And S is there.
Targeted.
There we go.
Radio conversations.
Targeted, right?
Yep. And it's an SF.
I think I had to download it.
SF code. Radar IFF, range of 5 miles, and it's passive 360 degrees. And it's also an S. Scan 100 yards. It's active and targeted. And it's an SF
Oh
code.
god,
Yeah.
she has a wall.
Well, that sucks. Here's the SF code. M. Well, great. That could be one of like 5 things.
I know. Sonar is 1 mile. Do you have sonar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 mile, passive, 360
Who
degrees.
has a wall?
Who else has a wall, Kyle? It's Cloud of Darkness.
Spotlights,
I know.
No.
targeting,
Right.
Yep.
sight,
I'm just trolling.
active, targeted, S. Thermal.
Yep.
100 yards. Active, targeted, M.
That's nice to know.
X-ray.
Yep.
50 yards.
The radar, infrared,
Active,
the
targeted,
IFF
M.
also detects weather patterns.
And it has an identify friend or foe system.
I'm sort of
That's what I
sad.
meant, IFF.
If I had one
Info.
Scarlet, I could make the guy
Into
hand
that
for
until just
Eva.
now.
Hoorah.
Okay.
Do you have a targeting +1 or +2? Liz?
Scarletite's
Yeah,
always
plus
a
two.
bitch for you.
That means you get a +2 to range attacks.
Cool.
Alright, do you need anything
Uses
from
in
your
close combat.
support systems?
I need stuff for support systems, yeah. Okay, ejector.
Injector is
Also,
you
I
have
can
injector
see for
sight.
everything.
When it
double
reaches critical
that
damage,
is.
it automatically ejects you.
Wait, does that mean my hearing range is doubled?
Do I know?
Well, because I have long range, that doubles everything. So does that double my sight and hearing range?
I assume so, yeah.
Well, oh Jesus.
So as far as you could normally see, you can see twice as far. As far as you could normally hear, you can hear twice as far.
I call it puppy for a damn good reason.
I might disable my ejector seat later on.
Life
Injector
support.
seat, what are those?
Life support CR.
Life support, yep. You have 24-hour independent air supply with carbon dioxide filtering, and you're sealed even when underwater in a vacuum.
24-hour.
Air.
Air.
people.
Okay.
And it automatically replenishes in clean air. And your last one,
Crap, how do I breathe
manipulator
underwater?
arms.
2 small retractable arms for person-sized manipulations.
Okay.
Little arm goes out. Nice to meet you.
Airdroppable. Allows the mech to be dropped from altitude without requiring A-pods.
1 second, please. Sealed. Okay, now then, where are we?
Movement systems.
Movement systems, okay.
Airdroppable. SF code of S.
Okay.
And it just lets you be dropped from altitude without needing A-pods. Are you buoyant? The other
Yeah.
2 are. You have grapplers and...
Jump pads.
Okay. Grapplers, you have dual propelled grappling hooks with 200 feet of cord and a winch capable of pulling your own weight.
Okay,
I
so
have
CR
those.
code.
200-foot cord.
And it can pull your mech's weight.
Okay.
And the jump pods allow you to jump normal distance.
Hold on, now it's a grappler CR. And the jump pods. S. What exactly is on jump pods?
Jump
Double
normal
the
distance.
normal distance. Okay.
What was the original thing we were looking for?
What DCS was?
DCS.
Damage control system. Is that my regeneration? And after that, I just need to do weapon systems.
I can go into space with my angle.
I can go into space with my thing for 24 hours.
I can go as far as I know indefinitely.
Well, yes, but you have a living being.
Which are clearly much better fit for going into space than
And staying underwater
It's not
indefinitely.
regeneration, that's something separate.
Can I go as deep as I want in water? I
No,
mean, if I can go into
regeneration is for
space.
angels, yeah.
No, you can't.
pressure.
There's an amphibious thing that actually is
Okay.
pressure resistant or something like that.
Yeah, just put it
I
down.
just
That's
wondering,
what
like,
pressure.
I can escape the atmosphere and be fine.
Nick.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
If I became a Tiger later on,
There's a
could I
difference
implant
from
the
being
Tiger
in
in my
space.
power armor?
to being in water, because in space you're like,
Damage
there's
control
nothing
systems or
here.
DCS.
Underwater,
No,
there's
there is
constant
a
pressure.
vacuum. There's a
Breakthrough.
vacuum. So
There
that
is, but I don't think it's
There's
like
nothing for
intense as
cosmetic
ocean.
damage.
No,
which can
it-
fix
that
the
it is.
flesh
That's
out
why they
there.
train
Repair core
astronauts
systems
underwater.
and structure.
Yes,
Once
but
the
not
mech
like
moves to light
deep
damage,
down in the
DCS
ocean.
repair
I
begins. They
Like,
fix a certain number of
because
integrity per turn.
we've
depending
had
on the
stuff in
strength of the
space,
system.
but we haven't had stuff like down in the deepest parts of the ocean.
So Nick, I can't create
Pressure.
a miniature angle by putting a Tiger inside of my power
Trenches.
armor.
No, you can't become a
Trenches.
Tiger.
But if I spend points on being a Tiger,
Then you can't become a Tiger.
Then you have to go to the Eldritch Society and go through the whole process.
okay,
And possibly get eaten.
okay.
I'm not.
We're in time of war. I'm sure it's fine.
Yes, you'll be a deserter while you go away for a while.
Well, great.
No, it'll be over.
So your character's gone for months. Make a new character.
It's okay, I can metamorphosis while you're gone for months.
Yay. Okay, so weapon systems. Show me the charge beam. Where's the charge beam?
Up here.
Thank you.
This zooms in a lot cleaner.
Yeah,
Right there. Charge.
charge beam. Okay, so charge beam.
Jojo Beam?
I see why you want it.
Oh yeah.
The range is impressive. I think it's,
Okay.
yeah, it's double.
Shots is how many times a weapon can be fired in one turn.
So I can shoot it 1 or 2 times.
Once per 2 turns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Once every other turn.
Oh, okay.
I can shoot mine twice a turn.
Let's see.
Camera.
Your range is
I do this for your own good.
30, 200, 1,500.
Yep.
Okay. Size.
It tells you down on your actual mech, so.
I'll look at it later. Damage 468.
Goodness.
Okay, and rounds. Infinite.
And an SF code of M. And you need a sword,
That,
right?
that still sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an error code M. Well,
Error
about
code.
half my systems are M, so I'm going to assume the worst.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know what that means.
And no range and
I don't know what that means.
CR.
Error
Hyper-edge
code
blades,
something
claws, and
wrong,
spurs are
and
typically
our codes
retractable.
are like all like
Okay.
2 or 2, yeah, like 2 or 3
Hyper
different
blade
letters
plus 1, 2, and 3.
for everything. So it could be whatever, which sucks.
I have to question what the different versions of that are. Like what's the difference of 1, 4, 6, 8 or whatever? Range?
Ranges are short, mid, and long.
But I mean, no, I mean,
I know.
the hyper edge blade has the 1, 2, and 3.
The 3 different damages are listed according to the size of the weapon. Okay, so.
Oh, okay, so
you only get.
my small gun is plus 4.
Right, and the
Okay.
large one would be plus 8. Okay.
Okay.
Crap, what would my mandibles and plasma can? Well, no, plasma cannon's medium. but
Yes, so you only get the
plus
medium
3.
number.
No, I only get plus 4 damage.
And a small charge beam.
Oh yeah, it's a small mecha.
It's a tiny mecha.
Yeah. You're not small, you're tiny.
See? Small.
Yep, small on both of them.
Okay, so
Uh,
Just random
You
enemies.
think mandibles would be small or would they be medium because they're
I
attached to meat?
believe it tells you.
Yeah.
Next
Okay, that explains the rounds too.
Which one was it? That
off
one.
one, yeah.
Your mandibles are medium, your fog projector is medium, your plasma cannon is medium.
Alrighty.
Now, what else do we need for you?
Wow, that's a
hold on, let me write down small.
total.
Okay.
And I have 15 rounds for it.
Okay, now we need to figure out the integrities and like what integrity damage is cosmetic. Are these just basically the same thing as my damage scales?
Something
Yeah,
like that,
it's
yeah.
based off of its integrity, yeah.
So 5, 10.
Well, based off
15.
of what you get up here with your characteristics and
Wait.
stuff, and your integrity. Wait, it should tell you your integrity. What am I
Yeah, my
saying?
integrity is 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought mine was low.
What is yours?
15.
Yeah.
Alright, what else do we need?
I don't think.
Well, that's my mecha. If I really gave two shits, I could write down all my gun, my CS-44 Defender things, but
Just because I can. There's my taker. Fun, huh?
yeah, I can punch you in the face.
No, I probably could better. I could actually see which one he was.
Well, it's not combat. I'm just saying.
Anything you can do, I can do.
Anybody needs anything else?
Except for hit you because you're
Um,
small, cursey people.
I'm not small. I'm tiny.
That's even worse.
Exactly.
I can try to step on you.
So
Yeah,
what
go
do I
on.
count? Am I super tiny?
Yeah, what?
Look at the CS-44. Will you?
No, he's just a tiny neck. You
Yes,
get- you're
but me, would I just be like super tiny?
That's what it looks like.
No.
Yeah.
Well, how tall are
For the
you?
actual damage
I think
roll.
maybe like 5 to 6 feet.
If you're about 6 feet,
You're-
then I think that's still tiny.
No, there it
Mech
is.
size, because mechs
CS
range, I
44.
think,
Enforcer.
from about 6
It's
to
a large
10
pistol,
feet,
which means you have to use two
tiny
hands.
wise.
I just blew a dolphin all up in your face.
The
Is
CS-44
it like shooting the
ranges.
dog in your face?
Huh?
Is it like shooting the dog in your face?
12, 25,
No,
40.
no, dolphin blow.
25
All I know
and
is that
45.
you can shoot a dog,
Damage
8,
plus 2.
so I assume shooting a dolphin was about the same thing.
shots.
2.
Rounds.
It's a
15C.
Let's see.
There's 3 types of ammo. There's needlers, there's... Here it is. C or caseless. Inner
Okay.
needles, and then regular.
15 caseless rounds. Okay.
You have a
And
strength of 7 or more,
nope.
you have to use 2 hands to fire a gun.
Okay. I don't give a crap.
Okay.
Armor, real quick.
Armor.
No, wait. I know what it is. It's Mark 511. Okay. I don't know my yards for movement. I just got the movement for miles per hour. That was the only really important thing
For yourself or for your mech?
for myself.
Okay.
You need your movement stats, you say?
Yeah.
I believe it's
Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Right there.
movement, agility, and strength.
So that's 13 is 38 and 32 and 8. Damn.
32 running speed and
Eight.
8 cautious.
Okay. That's it. I just have to fill out the rest of this crap and I'm done.
The gear, basically.
No. Things like name, fill out my combat skills, which I have written over here.
I see.
I never did come up with a last name for my dude. His first name's John.
Mine is Corona Chicago Taker.
Your last name is Tager?
Yes, because you read the Nazadi thing and it's like they don't use surnames because they don't want to be tied to the people who are working for the Migu. So their names are name, home, job. So my guy would be Corona Chicago Taker.
So
Mine's
yours
just
would
fusion.
be Dorn,
Drav.
Drav, Chicago Soldier.
I picked Chicago because
Oh.
that's where the Eldritch Society is.
Where is your home?
Drav.
Drav,
He doesn't say where he's from.
Drav,
You. Too many
Drav,
syllables.
Drav, Battlefield Soldier.
That's a
Dude, this is getting a little too Metal Gear Solid for me.
mine's
He's just
fusion.
Drav. Just Drav.
She's
You're
just
weird.
fusion. She was
Why
raised
am I
by the
weird?
military and they're
You're
like, you're gonna be a
weird.
bingo pilot. And she's like, okay. So her name is Fusion.
Okay, my armor fighting is 3.
She's not smart enough to say no.
What are these little dashes on this whole armor fighting bullshittery? Like, combat skills, dash dash, what the fuck is this?
I don't know, maybe it's your specializations.
No, I don't have specialization for
I just,
fighting.
put down my stat,
Okay.
my level there and left that area blank.
So that's that would be
Agility of 10,
5, and I have 3 ranks in it, so I put 3 there.
it'd be 10 and 3.
10 and 3. Okay.
Agility and then dice.
I thought it would be feet.
Part two.
Nope. Feet is when there's no
Holiness,
skill.
part two.
It's basically a skill.
The holy.
No, it's just holiness,
Holy
part
harder.
two, J.C. Ryle.
Holy
Holy
with a
part
vengeance.
two. Holy harder.
I'm almost tempted to look at it, but I'm more scared.
Fighting.
Swiss Army knife with laser pointer.
What?
You can buy for 19 TN a Swiss Army knife with laser pointer.
Alright, you see this point here? Is where I'm gonna stab you.
Support. 1, 3. So I really suck at support weapons, but I really like them.
So Nick, can I have a concealable holster for my gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick is slightly unhappy, I think.
No, okay.
You're okay.
I don't care about concealable, I'm a soldier.
Kyle, have my seat back.
Do I have an earpiece for my communications thing, or is it just the device?
But I'm like double done with my character.
You have like
Oh shit, we can
an earpiece.
Okay.
But you
And
see, I gotta sit here so I can charge my PSP. I could sit over there, but now I can't. What?
You can't, like.
oh Kyle.
No. I just had
Oh.
Fur.
Alright.
There we go. Much better. So I have authority and accommodation.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize it's probably a good thing that you didn't run your food tech campaign, Craig. Considering our characters were really kind of incomplete.
Yay.
My character was fine.
Well, people that didn't have giant robots were fine, but
People that had giant robots were
yeah,
kind
there
of-
was 2 of us that did, and then combat would have been hell.
This guy just summons orbs. And I'm like, dodge, and he's like, I don't care, you're in an orb.
What would Fro's character have done if we got into combat? I mean, he was like a sneaky intel guy. He really didn't quite fit in
No, we didn't.
at all. You should have told him no. He's always making characters
What?
like that.
He just like beat my jump with my HP attack with a bravery attack. I didn't even know that was possible. Guess what? Yosh.
So do we get the cars or not?
Say what you want. I don't.
If you want a car, if you really want a car, you have access to a car, but what the hell are you gonna use it for?
I don't know. It says we get one, so I was like, okay.
I figured I
Well,
like
they don't
no
have a
proficiency
house
in
either,
2
so-
vehicles, like cars
Do I have
and
to drive
robots.
You can get a house and a car when you get out of the military, if that should ever happen in this campaign, which it very well could.
Do I have a room at least?
Yes, you have a room. They're like, good job, soldiers. Now find a place on the battlefield, sleep.
Can do, boss. Alright, my cat. I'm sorry.
That's what's expected of us as soldiers.
Okay.
So once you get done with that
And
gear,
love
what do we see
bloom on
what
the battlefield.
I'm already done with gear. I'm just
Okay.
searching for armor to see if it has a better description of how their armor is. What is it you need to look up?
Well, first I wanted to double check on the disadvantages for duty, obsessive, and short fuse, so I can double make sure I know all that crap.
Okay.
And-
Duty is you work for the government.
Yes, but what else?
No,
And
that's
if
basically
someone
it.
of higher command
Duty is you
commands
have a
you
job.
to do it.
You have a duty to do, what people tell you.
Yes. Like me, I have a duty of 3 because I serve the Eldritch Society and it's more or less a way of life.
Yeah, I only have a duty of 2.
I have 3, but that's because I'm.
Dude, you're into spells.
I know. I've gone through
I had to
the
take
in
three,
half of the
actually.
book.
You're at sample
The government
enemies.
really doesn't want the angle pilots to just kind of go away.
Are
Do
these the
that.
enemies? Yes, they're the enemies. They have sample characters down here. Let's put this.
Aha.
I don't think you're gonna find what you're looking for.
What? I don't
Probably
even.
not.
No. Can I?
It's just like
I
I
lost an explosion.
because that's my special ability.
Was it X stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I jump on you, and he's like, no, I block.
More people, NPCs.
Kane, you have to at
I
least
know, but I was
almost kill
looking
this
for
guy
the
10
heavy
levels
armor
higher.
military uniform, so I was hoping maybe it described it somehow in here. But it doesn't.
So, Cthulhu Tech characters really
Okay, so
fast
what
and
were we
easy to
looking for
make.
again?
Okay.
Alright, disadvantage.
Where-
Double
we're
check
new
my
with this.
disadvantages. Make sure I know what they do.
We kept having to stop and look up what stats did.
Let me look at duty.
It is pretty streamlined, but
We won't have to stop next time.
no.
Duty.
One more.
Hooah.
When we take a big poop.
Duty of 2. Your character's duty demands most of his time. The military. A military mecha pilot would have a duty of 2 since his job is his life and he's on call 24/7.
So,
Why is mine 3
nothing
then?
else. Because you're an angle
A military angle, where is it?
angle pilot.
Thank you. Since he's military and part of forces that see almost constant deployment.
Ah, that's why.
All right. Obsessive.
Obsessive. Do that. Obsessive. You get stuck on things.
My mecha.
If you're distracted while obsessing, you take a -1 penalty to all tests not related to the object of your obsession.
So if you guys break me off for my mecha, I'm pissed off.
Yeah?
Okay.
And if not adequately portrayed, your story guide may impose test penalties on all your character's actions.
Yes.
Well,
Short freeze. I need to make a tenacity test, I think.
Yeah.
you have a bad temper. Whenever you get frustrated or someone pisses you off, you make a challenging tenacity feat test. If you don't, you go into a rage, whether it's shouting, hitting things, or a violent attack.
So basically, if you guys break me away from my mecha, I'm going to start shouting in your faces.
Unless you make your feat test, yes.
Okay. But regardless, I'm still going to be slightly angry. Alright, let me look at Virtues and
People,
Flaws.